I'm going to be talking about inner beauty, and that it's not about the inside, but about the inside of us and our heart. We tend to like people based on their appearances, but it's not about that at all. I mean, even though you might get attention and comments from other girls or guys, that isn't the right way to do it. Now, like it says in 1 Peter 3:4, what matters is not your outer appearance, the styling of your hair, the jewelry you wear, the cut of your clothes, but it's about your inner disposition. I mean, we honestly we tend to judge people, and we are attracted to the outside in the wrong way, and we probably don't realize it, but we do it a lot more than what we do. I mean, now say you're walking around in a store and you see people with maybe scars all over them, or their face is weird, you know. I mean, if we really took the time to know that person and know the story behind it, maybe that person was abused by their parents, or maybe they ended up saving somebody's life, and we honestly we start having all these negative thoughts about people, and that's not what God wants us to do. He wants us to love people for who they truly are and see them as valuable, special, and important, just like He does. And in Psalms 105, it says, "For God is sheer beauty. He's all generous in love and always loyal." We need to be those kind of people who are always loving people, no matter what they've done, no matter how they look at all. Now, let me have a story for you here about something. Now, say there was this guy that was walking by a cave in a lake, and he came across all these clay balls, and it almost looked like somebody, say, left them out in the sun to bake and get hard. Now, you wouldn't think much of it, and it didn't look like much. And so the guy decided that just for fun that he'd start throwing them all into the lake as far as he could. And he just thought little about it. And then, after he had thrown a bunch of them, he accidentally dropped one of them, and it cracked open, and inside was all these beautiful and precious stones. And so of course the guy got excited about it, and he decided to start opening them all. And he found similar treasures in them, and all these precious jewels and stones. And he maybe had, I don't know, maybe 20 or so. And he thought to himself, I've probably thrown like 50 out there, And instead of maybe a couple $1,000s that he had worth in these jewels, he probably could have had thousands and thousands of dollars worth, that he basically had just thrown away. Now, it's like that with people. We look at someone, maybe even ourselves, and we see all that gross clay and crud all around us and other people, and it doesn't look like much on the outside, right? It isn't always beautiful or shining, or we don't look as cool, and we discount it. We see that person as less important, as somebody that's maybe more beautiful or cool or wealthy or as stylish. And we haven't taken the time to really find those treasures hidden inside of that person and even us. And there's a treasure inside each and every one of us. And if we were to take the time to get to know that person, and the best way to do that is if we ask God to show us that person the way He sees them, then all that clay and other crud and stuff will peel away, and we'll see people for who they truly are, and which is the way that God made them, and that we're all created in His image, we're all unique, we're all special. And we need to really cultivate inner beauty. We need to be the people who are generous and gracious and kind, and by honoring people for who they are. And even if those people may have like disabilities, or maybe they're blind, or little things like that. And we need to join in on God's side and love people all the time, no matter what, and treat them the way He would. And whenever you put God first place in your life and make Him the number one focus, then all that things will happen automatically, of loving people no matter what, being kind, and all will just automatically happen. Because you can't love God and not love your friends or family or anybody like that. And when you do that, His grace and beauty will be seen, and it will shine in you. And we need to really truly get to see people the way God sees them and love them. We don't need to pick on people, jump on their failures, criticize their faults, and we don't need to condemn people who are down, because they have their own story, of what has happened in their life. Let's be easy on people. Life will be much easier, and when you focus on God. Give away your life to God. You'll find that life is given back, but not merely like given back. It will be given back with many special bonuses and blessings. And if you really truly focus on God, like I said, life will be way easier. And trust me, many cool things will happen to you. Now go out and be a blessing, and encourage you to love for who they are and see them as valuable people.